Hey there everyone, Sierra and Brittany here from Action 2 News. Hopefully it's not too windy that you're able to hear us. We are Facebook Living to you from Main Street on the east side of Green Bay where flooding is pretty severe.
Yep, a lot of flash flooding. Right now behind us, I'm going to flip this around here and let you show you what's going on exactly. Rescue crews, they were going to a bar where about 10-15 people were stranded called Wise Fools, and that's right on Main Street. They were going in there with their boats. You can kind of see them walking this way right now. I think that some of the patrons, the water is receding, so they are able to get out on their own. So they are going to move on to the next place where people need help. I don't know if you can see over in that corner. You want to hold this, Sierra?
Yep.
There's a car that is literally up to its windows in water there.
And this is not the first vehicle that we've seen that's up to its windows or this wheels, for that matter, covered. We've seen probably at least 3 of them that have been just overflowing with water here. The rain, when it started, I was actually out in this area. It was downpour. We had to actually pull over because it was too severe. Even taking out our camera to get video was kind of tough because the rain just kept falling. Here's a fire official here. We've also seen at least 2 rescue boats. We've seen response from De Pere, I believe it was New Franken, City of Green Bay, Howard. All the metro fire departments in the area have been responding.
And you can see those ripples right in front of you there. That's a speed bump. So there's enough water that it is continuously flowing down. If you look a little further here, this is just what do you call it? Just a road through the back here. We're on the corner of Main and Mason, basically. And let me just flip this around here. Earlier, we were over by Newberry and Main Street, and that's where they were deploying a bunch of their boats as well. And they were literally going to go door to door, house to house, looking for anybody who was experiencing flash flooding. They said that was one of the biggest low-lying areas, and they were going to go. They didn't know how long, but until everybody that they talked to. Moving on here, moving on out. They've got their suits on. Radio, like Sierra said, there are multiple crews out here looking for those who need to be rescued in this flash flooding. I mean, that rain came down so fast, Sierra. You said you were in the thick of it.
I was right over in this area on Main Street, and it just kept coming down. It honestly looked like a tidal wave. As we were passing on Main Street too, we ran by Pick and Save and Planet Fitness. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of that area. We saw a couple of vehicles that were nearly covered up to the windows. The windshield was covered in water. It looked like a lot area were just covered with water. So that's another reminder Brittany and I were saying, if you're ever in a situation like that, try to pick the highest ground that you can to park in, just in the event of something like this. So as she was saying, it looks like crews have kind of cleared this area. Still a lot of water. If we were to walk in here, I'm sure it would go at least up to our shins too. As we're moving on closer toward Martin Hardware and Rental, I overheard a woman who was walking nearby here, and she was saying that it was coming up to her windows. So that's just another person that you can hear from who the water is very, very high. Even over here, this is not something that you would want to see with your vehicle if you're coming out of work or out of the store with it up to your tires there. And just very thick water, not thick water, very high water, lots of water here. Over here you can see a vehicle looks like it crashed or something happened to the vehicle because of the flooding here, as emergency responders are working to clear that up here. Let's take a closer look as I'm heading over here. If I can try to zoom in here. Sorry for the shaky video. But it looks like, as I said before, a lot of vehicles have been involved in this. I mean, when I was out and about for this, it was, I don't know, maybe about 7 o'clock. Rain came out of nowhere. We weren't expecting it. So there was a lot of traffic on the road. As you can see, look at this vehicle here crashing through the water. Let's hope I don't get hit. But lots of emergency responders here, lots of big vehicles here. That vehicle's sure to be safe, but it looks like a tow truck that's going to help there. But as I was saying, a lot of vehicles were out in the thick of this. It was 7 o'clock, not expecting the rain, and we just got caught in it. And as you can see, a lot of vehicles are still stuck here where they were during the time of the rain, and hopefully they'll be able to get out of that there too. So it looks like these people are wrapping up here. I'll turn it around. Brittany and I, we are going to be out here grabbing some more video, speaking with anybody who may have been stranded, may have been in the thick of this, and speak with emergency responders as they work to clear out the scene.
Yeah, and Sarah has some really good advice there. Stay off the roads if you can, if you don't have to go out on them. I know I've been talking to some people who are trying to go home from work and stuff and are getting blocked off from roads and stuff. So just take your time, be patient. You never know how deep that water is when you're driving through it. I know we followed the
Emergency responders.
Right, yeah, we followed them kind of through some of it, and it was a little nerve-wracking. We did it safely, but we did it with them and with their assistance. So it looks like they're going to be clearing out and moving on to a next area. So we will continue to kind of follow them as they continue to move and to assist people, and we'll check back in with you shortly. We're trying to read your comments as they come in. Be smart, be safe.
Stay at home if you can. We're out because we want to get the video to make sure you guys are safe, but if you can stay home, that's where you should be.
Yeah, and some people, Katie's saying that she can't even recognize her neighborhood. And, you know, a lot of these low-lying areas, I mean, it is up to their decks of their houses. I mean, like Sarah was saying, their cars are completely submerged. I'm just trying to look to see if anybody else has any questions or anything that we can answer. Like I said, but they do have the boats out, and they are going from house to house, door to door, talking to people. We know it's late, but I'm sure a lot of dealing with it. I'm sure they heard it. I mean, we were talking about there was like a lightning storm where it was just flash after flash after flash.
It honestly looked like somebody had a camera. It didn't look like it was really lightning. It didn't look real. It looks like out of a movie out here. But so it's just a reminder to everyone to stay safe. I know some of you are commenting about North Carolina. Very tricky to them too, but I guess this is the most that we would have experienced here like that. So
why is it all on the east side? We can't answer that, but likely because it's lower
likely because
ground.
it's lower. Exactly.
Yeah. But we will hopefully talk to officials and get a little bit more information for you on our next hit. But yeah, they're still towing some of the vehicles. The tow trucks are kind of driving through. That water still seems to be moving pretty quickly around. We were hearing on the scanners a little bit how some of the water was receding. But we're out here in it, and we're not seeing that too much. So please be safe if you have to go anywhere. Hopefully by your morning commute, stay with Action 2 News in the morning, because we will continue to follow this and make sure that you get to where you're going safely.
Something Brad Spakowitz said today in the 10 o'clock news is, on your morning commute, we actually may see some more rain. So that's just another reminder. Try to park high if you can. Stay away from the low-lying areas, and just be careful when you're out there, because you may see some rain on your morning commutes as well.
All right, so we are going to sign off. We are going to continue to follow emergency personnel here as they continue to go door to door and looking to help people, and we will keep you updated on Action 2 News this morning, on our website, online. We might do another Facebook Live later on just to recap what we're seeing and get you ready for your morning commute as well.
All right, thanks everyone, and stay safe.